Hey everyone, welcome to my new tutorial. Today we are going to create a simple chair like you can see right here, and I really hope you will enjoy this one. And if you do, please don't forget to leave that like. And if you're new to the world of 3D and Blender and you want to learn in the most effective way, be sure to check out my courses. I carefully designed them to take you from beginner skills all the way to full character illustration in the shortest time possible. And with the new one, you even get to learn full textured environments. So if you're interested, please check out the link in the description. Now let's jump right into empty Blender file, and first of all, let's select everything here, press X and delete, and we'll start by adding a circle. So let's press Shift A, let's go Mesh and Circle, and I will modify this to 16 vertices right here. And let's modify the size because this is too large for a chair. This is 2 meters in diameter. So let's go for a top view by pressing 7 on a numpad. Let's tab into the edit mode and let's scale it down to something like 50 centimeters. Just approximately, don't need to be too precise, something like this. And now we can press Ctrl F for a face menu and choose grid fill. That'll make sure we have some mesh inside the circle. And let's bring it up. So let's press 3 for a side view on a numpad, and let's press G then Z and move it up like 45 centimeters or so. That should be like fine height for the chair. And now let's go back to the top view by pressing 7 on a numpad, and we'll modify the shape a little bit. So let's enable proportional editing, and let's just select these two vertices by holding Shift, and let's press S then X, and you can see the fall off the large circle, and we can modify the fall off with the mouse wheel. So let's reduce the fall off and let's just scale it up here like this. And now at the bottom we can just select this one here, press G then Y, and just move it up a little bit, and same here. So we get more rectangular shape, and I think we can select everything, press S then Y and scale it back up like this, and then G then Y and move it towards the front a little bit. But I think this will work just fine for the chair shape. And let's rotate the view a little bit, and now we'll reuse some of this geometry. So let's press 2 for edge select or click here. Let's hold Alt, select one of these edge loops, and now hold Shift and select the other ones as well. Let's press Shift D and right click to release in place, and now press P and choose selection. Now that will separate the selection here into a new object, so we can now tab out, select the new object, tab into the edit mode, press A to select all, and then E and Z to extrude this down like this. And now we'll proceed by using as many modifiers and procedural techniques as possible, so we have as few mesh modeling as possible. So let's tab out now and let's go to the modifiers panel, and let's add solidify modifier, and let's increase the thickness right here. And now we'll add another modifier, so let's collapse this and let's add the bevel modifier. Let's increase to 2 segments, and let's reduce the amount to something like this. And now we can add the third modifier, and that'll be the subdivision surface, and we can increase the levels to 2. Of course, there are some angles like this, so we'll need to go back to the bevel modifier and increase the angle to something like 60 degrees. If it's not enough, play around with this value until you have a shape like this. And now we can just select this object and add the same subdivision modifier, and you will see we get the same shape. And right now we can just tab in, press A to select all, and press G then Z and move this thing down like this. And now let's disable proportional editing, and let's go for face select by pressing 3 or click here and select these 4 faces, press G then Z and move them down tiny bit like this to create a little bit of curvature, so you know the sitting is a little bit more comfortable. Now let's zoom out a little bit, and now we'll create the legs. So let's press Shift A and we'll create a single vert. If you don't see this option here, just go Edit, Preferences and Add-ons and search for Extra, and you will see Add Mesh Extra Objects. Just check the box right here, close the preferences, and then you should see all of these options right here. So let's go single vert and add single vert, and that'll create an object with single vertex inside. just make sure you switch here to the vertex select or press 1, because otherwise you won't be able to extrude it. And now let's look from the side by pressing 3 on a numpad, press G then Y and move it like this. And now by holding Ctrl and right clicking, we can extrude and basically draw a shape like this. And there'll be the leg in the back. So now we just need to position it on the other axis. So let's select everything we can see here, and let's go for a top view by pressing 7 on a numpad. And now let's toggle the X-ray right here so we can see through, and let's press R to rotate this tiny bit like that and move it to the edge just like this. And now we can look from the side and press Shift D and Y to duplicate this. And now let's go back to the top view by pressing 7 on a numpad. Let's press R to rotate this to the other side, and we can move it more towards the corner. So this is what we should get right here. So now we can tab out and right click and convert to curve. We'll use curves to create these legs because, as I said before, I want to do as few mesh modeling as possible. So now with the curve settings, we can just go to the geometry section and increase the depth to something like this. And now let's tab into the edit mode, and we can see these are now curve control points, but we can edit them same way as vertices. So let's hold Shift and select these two at the bottom. Let's enable the proportional editing back, and we can now press Alt S to scale the radius of the curve to the final size here. And now we can influence this with the fall off using the mouse wheel to create a fall off like this. And now we can tab out, go into the modifiers panel, and let's add a mirror modifier. By default it should be mirroring on X, which is totally fine here. If you have, this rotated or something, just switch the axis so it works as expected. And now we'll create the backrest, and there'll be the same technique. We'll use the curve. So let's select one of these objects right here, tab into the edit mode, and it's just because I want to select one vertex right here, hold Shift S and snap cursor to select it. So now we can tab out and let's press Shift A, and we can add another single vert up here where the cursor is. And let's look from the front by pressing 1 on a numpad. And now we can press G and move this down. Don't forget to disable the proportional editing. And now we can hold Ctrl, and again with the right clicking we can extrude a backrest shape like this. Now don't go all the way to the middle, because now we can go ahead and in the modifiers add mirror modifier and enable clipping. And now if you press G then Z, it will connect right there and merge. So now we can adjust the shape now that we see it all. So we can just select some vertices and move them around like this. And now let's press A to select all. Let's look from the side, and we can press G then Y and move it back because it will have some thickness here, so we need it a little bit far away from the chair. And now we can select the top vertex and enable the proportional editing back, press G then Y, and bend it a little bit backwards like this. But all in all, this should work just fine. So we can now tab out, right click and convert this to curve. And again, in the curve settings and in the geometry section, we'll increase the bevel depth right here to something like this. I'm looking at the diameter down below. And now I'll tab into the edit mode, select the top control point, and with the proportional editing still active, let's press Alt S and scale this up and increase the fall off like this. And now to be able to create the duplicate of this and scale it accordingly, I will select these two vertices or control points at the bottom, hold Shift S and snap cursor to select it. And now tab out, right click and set origin to 3D cursor. That will make sure we are scaling towards this point. So we can now press Alt D to duplicate this and press S to scale it down tiny bit like this. And now S then X to scale it on X axis, so we get this feel. And one last thing I want to do is to connect these legs right here for some structural integrity. So let's look from the side here, and we can hold Shift S and snap cursor to world origin so it's in the middle. Let's press Shift A and we'll add single vert again. Let's make sure we are in the vertex select here, press G, move it right here, disable proportional editing, and now press E to extrude, or you can control right click to extrude the shape like this. Now select it all. Let's look from the top, and now we'll need to kind of place it in between those legs because they're at an angle. So let's press G, then X, move it here, and now R to rotate, and it should be enough to connect them. So now we can type out, right click, convert to curve, and add that bevel depth right here like this. And now let's modify the shape a little bit. So we can tab in, select these three, and press Alt S to make them a little bit wider. And now we'll need to connect these a little bit better towards the legs here. Okay, works just fine. So tab out and let's go to the modifiers panel and let's add the mirror modifier, and that will again make it on the other side along the x-axis. So now we just need to make sure everything is nice and smooth. So let's press Ctrl 2 to add subdivision modifier right here, and let's do the same for the legs and for these parts as well. And now with everything subdivided, we can just select everything, right click and shade smooth. And basically now we can just turn off the X-ray view, and we have a nice smooth chair that was created mostly using, you know, just a few vertices around, very simple mesh in the beginning, and a lot of very useful modifiers. So that's it for the chair today. I really hope you enjoyed this modeling exercise, and if you did, please don't forget to leave that like. And if you're new around here and you want to see more tutorials like this in the future, please hit that subscribe. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.